Well, it is December 2020. To try to stay in the holiday season, even though we are all isolated here, I wanted to make myself some sort of fabulous holiday meal. And because I am still playing so much Hades, I spent a lot of time looking at the lounge, the kitchen in the lounge. I have unlocked everything in the lounge. One thing that really caught my eye was a delicacy. Ambrosial preserves a rare treat for a truly special occasion. Well, if we look closely at the image of the cake, the fruits on top, you would think they're strawberries or something, but they're red and orange, and honestly, the first thing that came to my mind was cherry tomatoes. Oh, you know, it looks like a vanilla buttercream cake. You know, what are you talking about, Michelle? And there's like a cute little flower on top. But like, let's be real here. What they have that's purple is onions. The chef, he was able to carve up an entire Thanksgiving turkey made out of onions. Maybe he carved a flower shape into a red onion. Where did that idea come from, you might ask? You know, ambrosial basically means it's whatever you want it to be, and it's gonna taste like what you hope for. And the thing is, I've never had a sweet tooth. I actually prefer savory things, so a meatloaf cake with mashed potato frosting would be the best kind of cake for me. I'm very, very excited about it. I guess that means I'm having a very Hades holiday. In the kitchen. So the first thing that we want to do is create our gelatin mixture. That's apparently what keeps the meatloaf moist. Half a cup of chicken stock. 1/4 cup buttermilk. And if you don't have buttermilk, you can just add vinegar to milk. It's congealing with the chicken stock already. Gelatin. The powder packets. Let that hang out. Next is the mushroom and bread base. I haven't used my food processor in a long time, so hopefully it still works. The plug's like all the way over here, so it doesn't reach. Oh, it still doesn't reach. Oh no, I've gotta move. Ooh. That's 4 ounces of mushrooms, so that's usually like half of a single tub. I had to remove the crust, but like, I don't really think that matters that much in this case. Like, the crusts aren't really that crusty, so. I wonder if this is gonna be like really loud and it's gonna scare my dog. It probably is gonna scare my dog. Get ready, my little doggy boy. You good, buddy? That looks about right. The power of a food processor. Now I just have to not stab myself when I take this out. Take the blade out first. And now, need three anchovy fillets, which I've actually, I know that usually like you're not gonna get a fishy taste. It just creates more umami. Same with like adding instant espresso into your chocolate cake. You don't really taste the espresso. Okay, big chunk. Just the center chunk. Oh no, it's a monster. We'll just peel them off. This is like, this is not great. Not ideal. Shove this back in here. Oh god. A teaspoon of paprika. Soy sauce. Garlic. Just 2 cloves, so not that much really. The last ingredient was technically Marmite. Couldn't find it anywhere in like the one supermarket I went to, admittedly. They didn't have any nutritional yeast, they didn't have any miso, so I went to the Chinese market nearby, try to find some miso. They only had soybean sauce, so it's like the same. It's like basically the same at this point. It's just stuff to add a little bit of flavor. Hello? Oh, did not lock it in place. There we go. Oh gosh. I just try to scrape some of that down. Smells like beef jerky. It's like, I don't think I have enough stuff in here to like pulse it. I don't know how I was supposed to pulse this first. I'm just gonna add everything else. Carrot, roughly chopped. Usually I use yellow onions, but in honor of Hades, here's purple onion. No, my eyes. No, no. Oh god. The pain begins. Oh no. Oh god, my apples. Woo! Oh god. This is how it feels like to be alive. You see the tears? See my tears? So then we saute. And my microwave is officially broken. We're trying to get someone to fix it potentially, but it is what it is. So now I have to use my phone as a timer, like a normal person. Cook this out until there's for about 5 minutes until most of the water's evaporated, and then you add the chicken stock and buttermilk mix. It's our beautiful pureed mix. Literally just looks like carrots. I'm going to put this in a safe place so I don't cut myself. And then I'll grate some cheese. I mean, what kind of... Nope! My dog got really excited because he thought I dropped something. I didn't drop anything, buddy. Alright. Butter is ready. We need 4 ounces of cheese. I hope this is relatively efficient. Let's see if I can do it before the 5-minute timer's up. Oh, he's finding cheese bits off the ground. Evil boy. Maybe I should have just grated this beforehand. I did not make smart decisions. God. Oh god, my arm. It took so long it turned off. My greatest fear. I'm just gonna use up all this cheese. Except for the little corner that'll be dangerous. Too dangerous. This tiny bit of cheese I shall save for my dog. There we go, a mountain of cheese. Manually grated by yours truly. That looks like right now. Gotta add the gelatin, but it's basically stuck. Oh gosh, okay. Then we cook for about like 10 more minutes or so. Realized I made a mistake. I'm not supposed to put the cheese in with the mushrooms yet, so I had to take them all off and put them here. There's still some cheese left, so there's gonna be some melted cheese, I guess. Our hot slop is done. We're supposed to add it in with the mushrooms that are uncooked, and then let it sit for about 10 minutes to cool. Hence why you don't put the cheese in first, Michelle, idiot, because you don't want the cheese to fully melt, I'm guessing. And with this hot ass vegetable slop with anchovies and stuff, all of the cheese is immediately melting. Hear that? And it just looks like slop. It's meatloaf. What'd you expect? While that is cooling for about 10 minutes, probably get the mashed potatoes ready at some point. My boyfriend's on potato duty, boiling pot here. Yeah, it's cool to the touch now, which is good. My dog is screaming at me because he's not happy. What are you doing? He's eating more cheese off the ground. So we have our beef and our pork, 12 ounces of pork. This should be fast, unlike the previous time when I was shredding cheese in here for 20 years. Two eggs. Fourth cup of parsley, cheese, all of the cheese that I just took out, salt and pepper. He says to do it to taste, so you have to like take a little bit and microwave it, but my microwave's broken and I'm not going to go and cook it on my stove. The recipe default is fine, which is a tablespoon of salt and then black pepper, just a teaspoon. Our unmixed mash. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe I should have taken this off the scale first, but now my hands are covered in goop. So I'm gonna have to do it this way. Wait, I can do it myself. My boyfriend's coming to rescue me, but I'm fine. I'm an independent woman. Oh, they're like, it's like the meat is cold, but then like the vegetable slurry is like room temperature, so you just, oh, like the bottom's just like kind of warm. You don't want to overwork it, but I'm having too much fun, so my hands are gross, but look at that. Our mix, instead of in a 9 by 5-inch pan, I'm gonna put it into a 9-inch springform. I feel like I should just not wash my hands because I'm just gonna be putting raw meat in this anyway. Transfer. Transfer. My beautiful meat boy. This is our beautiful loaf. Just cover it with foil and then preheat the oven to 350. And the way that it's cooked is weird. It's like flipped upside down. But isn't that so fitting for a cake inspired by a game made in hell? Made in hell? It was made in hell, technically. It was made from 2018 to 2020, which are pretty much hell years. So now I'm gonna attempt to do the onion garnish. I'm probably gonna be crying a lot. Buddy, you good? This is the bad part because I need to flatten the bottom out, and that's where the root is, and I'm already starting to cry, so let's just believe in yourself. Just believe. Oh, my eyeballs. As my dog screams. Me when I can't complete 32 heat rama. Then you're just supposed to individually pick off every single one. I'm having a great time. I have tears streaming down my face. Game of the year moves this girl to tears. I might have cut too deep. Oh no! Oh, you know what I can do? I'll stick it in the mashed potatoes. So it looks fine. It'll be fine. Meatloaf is ready to go in to the oven. Foil it. Foil it. Have our meatloaf and flip it upside down apparently. This goes in for 30 minutes. Hey bud, you want some cheese? You want some cheese? Come here. Ah! Ah! Ah, sit. Thank you. What a good boy. Good boy. Was that tasty? Was that tasty? Okay, it's been 30 minutes, so that means that I take the pan top off and then just let it bake like in air, like no protection, panless. Ooh, okay. Ah, okay. And we continue cooking. So I just checked the meatloaf is registering 140 degrees in the center. So I can take it out and start making the like glaze on it. And we're boiling the potatoes now. She's juicy. So let that sit for like 15 minutes or something. And I'm gonna make the sauce. We need 1/4 cup brown sugar, half a cup ketchup. So we need 3/4 cup ketchup. Just to see how long this takes. I'm just trying to finish this bottle. Okay, let's just assume that this, what's ever left in this bottle is 1/4 cup. It's also just really satisfying to squeeze it through the top, but I know that it's probably better if I just take the top off, but it's my life. It's my choices. Yo, how long can I squeeze this? Meatloaf requires so much ketchup. Okay. That's so much. And then it's black pepper.
Today's Anthony Fauci's birthday.
Today's what?
Anthony Fauci's birthday.
Oh.
Christmas Eve.
Happy birthday. Everyone who's like, he wants to cancel Christmas.
You mean his birthday?
His birthday.
I think we should be done.
Forgot to do the most important thing, which is set the oven to 500 degrees. Oops. Whoops. But it's done. It's done now. Now I just need to brush the meatloaf with the ketchup sauce 3 times. This is like such a bizarre concept to me to like have to do it 3 times. Round 1. Put it in for 3 minutes. And we take it out now. Wow. I think I put too much ketchup on it. There's like less surface area. That's okay. That's the American way. The meatloaf part is ready. I'm basically just gonna wait on the potatoes and then just let this cool. Yeah, it's like covered in like sloppy ketchup sauce. Maybe there's a way for me to turn this into some sort of cake. I think I should have made 2 layers. I think I overestimated the thickness, how thick the pan would be. How to get this out of the pan, you know? Time to do the riskiest procedure, which is transfer the meatloaf from the foil onto a clean parchment paper. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Oh my god. I'm screaming. This is working. Okay. So we have our little meatloaf cake. You know that stupid hack where that actually isn't a very good hack, where you stick a bunch of toothpicks into the side and then pull it with string? Even though it's not that efficient, I feel like in this case, with the meatloaf, and it's sticky on the outside, probably a better option, even though it's not as efficient. The more efficient way is to like get something that's the same height as what you're cutting into and then just like balancing it and cutting through. But also, what am I gonna do with the layers? This is a complex process. Michelin star chefs could never.
Michelin star chef.
Got him. Oh fuck. Immediately made a mistake. And the plan is chop the top off, transfer it to this side, fill the middle with mashed potatoes so we get some more height, and then ice on the outside and just see how that turns out. Unnecessarily difficult. Probably would just be better if I made it as one layer, but I'm committed to seeing this through. I probably should have just used a smaller pan. Like, what was I thinking? Why did I choose such a big boy? Have like something that kind of is the thickness that I want. I don't know if it's too tall. You're eyeballing? Okay. It looks really stupid. I love it. I gotta show the detail. You can't appreciate it from a distance. Look at that bad boy. Oh my god. Oh god, it's already tangled. Mistakes. Make sure it's all at the same height. I bet it won't even work. Here goes nothing. Don't think it's working. It's just squeezing the loaf tighter, but it can't. It physically can't cut through it. But I'm gonna try to spin it, and you know, even though the microwave's broken, it still has a little spinny disc. Genius. I actually read this like online somewhere. It's tilted. I'm just gonna try to do it solo. Instant transfer, okay. Wow, we did it. Even though I accidentally dug a hole right into the middle of the meatloaf. Mashed potato time. I think 3 little dollops should be good. Definitely one of the most cursed things I've ever made. Put it back on. Oh god. Probably should have flipped it upside down. That's okay. My beautiful cursed cake. It's so dumb looking, I love it. Offset spatula. It actually isn't enough mashed potatoes. That's okay. The cake is bleeding. It's much more rustic than intended and bleeding on all sides, but I think that you kind of get the vision, you know? If I push it this way, that it's a somewhat finished cake. I'm gonna see what little piping I can do. Like, you made a ridiculous amount of potatoes, so.
Yeah, so.
So obviously you need a lot of mashed potatoes. A lot of mash. A deeply cursed cake for a deeply cursed year. It's like, you know, it's one of those gradient cakes. White on top, red on bottom, like the color of the river Styx. Just imagine that this cake is just recently emerging, just like when Zagreus dies. And now, for the garnishes. The cherry tomato garnish. And the onions. My cake looks so sad, but I really love it. I really love how it looks. I gotta bring up a reference image. Let's put the onion flour like right here. What we wanna do is we wanna put down a bed of spinach, 3 leaves. Make sure that you can see this cake in all its glory. Put a little leaf here. Our little onion. I don't think we need all of the onion. Red one here. That, okay. Perfect. What a handsome looking cake. Now it's just time to take a slice. Gotta get a slice with the tomato. A little bit of mash. Look at that! It's a slice. It's a slice. Wow. See you for the next one.